The Life on Main project area is an area of about 15 acres of city-owned property down around the Union Pacific Railroad and Florence Street area in the downtown Casa Grande. The city has acquired this property over the past few years, largely as a means of cleaning up the area. If a lot of our longtime residents have recognized change in the area, there has been a lot of change. We've cleaned up about 3 or 4 of junkyards that were down there and cleaned up a lot of good properties and have now turned them into bare land. And so the next step that we get to is figuring out what do we do with the bare land. And so that is where the Life on Main project comes from. We've hired a consultant, and that is matrix design and begun a project where we can figure out what exactly the public wants to see in that area. So the first stage is as people walk in, they were shown the existing conditions, and so they were able to see what the zoning is, what the general plan, land use plan for the area is. Also looking at infrastructure that exists, utilities that are existing and in the ground or overhead in most cases in this area. But just really trying to get a feel on paper for what the project area has. So the second area is an area that each of the public was able to put either a red dot or a green dot on various pictures that they would have liked to see those amenities put in that area. So if, for example, they came to a picture of a splash pad or a water feature, and they really wanted to see that in this project area, they could put a green dot there signifying their approval for that amenity. If they got to something that they didn't want to see, whether that's an industrial park or anything as small as hanging baskets, they could put a red dot on that, and that would signify to the planning team and the design consultant that those were amenities that we did not want to see in the downtown. Yeah, the final stage was an area where everyone could finally get down and put pencil to paper, so to speak, and really put their ideas down in the area. What is it that the plan is going to create for the area? Where are the buildings going to be? Where would we like to see parks? Do we want to see an expanded park? If so, what is that going to look like? So the third stage gave people an opportunity to really sit down with architects and planners to create a vision for the area on paper. Casa Grande was formed around the railroad, and we've always had that infrastructure and that opportunity and challenge in our planning boundary. And this project, the Life on Main project, provides the opportunity for us to finally bridge the gap, where we can say, yep, the north side is attached to the south side, and we have that continuity, and we no longer have any gaps between the two areas. This particular part of town, the Life on Main project area, this is the birthplace of Casa Grande. It is the nexus and the historical home of the community. We have 2 of the oldest properties in town in this project area. The Shaughnessy House, which is a home of one of the first council members in the city of Casa Grande, and also the Casa Grande Hotel, the Casa Grande Mission as many people know it, which is, again, one of the oldest structures in the town. These are 2 historical structures that are worth preserving. And as we've looked at the project area and certainly looked at the surrounding area, we have that desire to protect that heritage so it's not lost. Public input is very important. We take that public input and we will implement that into the beginning stages of a master plan. And as we continue to develop the master plan, we'll continue to hold meetings, public meetings. We'll have city council work sessions where the public will be invited to come and look at the plan as it is at that point in time and say, here's my input, and continue to receive that input from the public that is so viable and so valuable in determining what is going to be the end result of this project.